What's up, y'all? It's been a while since I posted, but I'm choosing to post on this one or this time because I'm reading the Bhagavad Gita, which is a spiritual book. It's a deep book. Let's just say that. And one thing I want to say is this: it says that those sages whose sins have been annihilated, who are free from doubts, whose senses are in control, who contribute to the welfare of all beings, achieve liberation in Brahman. Another one says, those ascetics who are free from material desires and anger, who are self-controlled and self-realized, having knowledge of the soul, are soon liberated in the Brahman, which is very true. Controlling the senses, mind, and intelligence, the sage aiming at liberation, free from desire, fear, and anger, verily attains everlasting liberation. And I just been reading. I read the whole book already. It took about 2-3 days. And I read this book once upon a time, but I forgot about, the ways of the Gita, or I forgot, or just life in general. I got lazy. This happened back in year 22. I just got lazy with myself in a way where, not even that, I wouldn't even say lazy. First, a certain change happened within me after I read the Gita, and then it kept changing to the point where I started realizing a lot of beautiful things that was far more intense than the Gita, in my experience at least. Then it got to the point where I got too comfortable and stopped. I started getting lazy with through my spiritual process, and then my karma just flipped. Like it just wasn't. Let's just say my life flipped the script real quick. Like it wasn't on track like it used to be. So what I had to do was I had to redo the whole cycle again. The whole cycle I went through before reading the Gita and after reading the Gita. I had to redo that whole cycle again. Only a few will understand what I mean. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not explaining it good. I really don't care. I really don't care to explain it like on point right now, but I'm just letting you know, like I had to do certain things to get to where I'm at right now. But so now during this little cycle I'm doing, I'm back at the Gita right now. So now as I'm reading this Gita, as I'm reading the Bhagavad Gita, I'm reminded of what's the purpose of life. Let's just say that. Really there's no purpose, but what's the purpose? You know what I mean? What should we do? How are we supposed to live this life? And now as I did that, certain things are popping up again that I used to experience back in 2022. It's popping up again, and I'm seeing it. I'm like, okay, now I'm getting back to the way. I'm getting back on track within myself. It took 2 years to do this. I never told y'all, no one this. Like, I told only one person, but it was hard to explain to him. Not even that. I didn't think he'd really understand because I don't think he ever experienced something like this before. But this is something like, let's just say this is some deep stuff, but it's some sufferings. This is suffering. Like, I suffered for 2 years just to get back here. And I'm still suffering because I'm still trying to, in a way, I'm close to it, but I'm still in this certain energy. I'm still on this. It's like I'm on this side of the track when I'm supposed to be on that side of the track. You know what I mean? And I'm literally just one step away. I'm just looking at it. Like I can't step there. All I can do is look at it. So I got to stay patient. But yeah, so the Gita, just the Gita is reminding me, of just liberation. And I always told you guys that, but renunciation and Krishna and what Krishna talks about in Arjuna, and that's how you say it, Arjuna, and the three worlds, the hellish planets, the I guess you call it the material world planet, and then the heavenly planets. Then it's Krishna's abode, and then it talks about purity, passion, and darkness. And then it speaks about I think it's Rajas. What is it? I think it's. Let me see. Let me look it up. I think it's in chapter 14. Let me see. Hold on. So it speaks about Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, which is purity, passion, and darkness. I'm just getting reminded, like I threw away. I had the same exact book. I threw it away back then, because I felt like I didn't need it no more. But that book is what opened me up to do certain things in my life, and I'm just very grateful again to have read it back then and to read it now. I just bought it literally a week ago and it came in 2 days later. So I just been reading it, I just finished it today. Let me say something. Let me speak about something else on the Gita. Because I underline a lot. Okay, for one, it says this is basically saying that it says this, right? This gate of hell, destructive of the self, is of three kinds: lust, anger, and greed. Therefore, one should abandon these three. So it's saying that in order to live a pure life, you have to rise above the three modes, which is lust, anger, and greed. If not, you will be living in the hellish planets, or you will be living in darkness. You know what I mean? Let's just say that you will live in darkness. That's just darkness. And it got to the point where I started living in that again. I started walking around with anger, greed, lust, regret, all types of things like that. Once upon a time when I first read it, I felt like I didn't know where I was at in my life. I wasn't either passion or purity. I don't know where it was, but I just knew that I felt so beautiful inside. I felt like I had no greed, no lust, no anger. People would try to come at me sideways, they'd try to take something, try to test me. I wouldn't realize until after it happened because I'm so deep. Like when you're so when you feel so beautiful inside, you don't really recognize people trying to test you or people getting mad at you. You just see it for what it is. You see something further than that. You don't see that. You see something before that happens. I can't explain it. You see them for who they are. You don't see anger. You see them. So, yeah, that's how I felt. But now I got to the point where I started living like this, and I haven't had sex or anything like that. But it's just the fact that I started lusting very badly to the point where, I just started feeling weird to myself. I started feeling like just a weirdo, perv, like a person that has a strong sexual lust. Whenever they see it, for example, whenever men see women, oh my gosh, I would do this and do that to her. That's pervert. That's a pervert. Vice versa, women do the same thing. I hear women doing it all the time, and that's very pervert-like. Like to say it, to imagine it, to think of it, to say it to your friends at that. That's pervert. And to look and keep staring and imagine what you'll do to them and fantasize and all types of things like that. That's a pervert vibe. And a lot of us don't think that because, we're not known to be like that. We're known to be the ones that can get it with ease, do this and that. We're not known. No one ever told us that we're like that. But if you really sit down with yourself, you realize, hold on, I'm a pervert. I'm a perv. That's pervert-like, So I've been realizing it for the longest. Every day I'm like, all right, I'm a perv, man. Like, what the heck? I need to. What did I do to get back on this track? You know what I mean? What did I do? Well, that's what I got lazy on my path back in 2022, and this is where I'm at now. But I'm here right now in the present moment because what I've been doing for the past 2 years. What I mean by that is after I realized what I did, which was back towards the end of 2022, I got on it, and I've been on it the whole time. My bad. So my fault. Back last summer, I realized it. It was last year I realized it. Not deeply, but I realized I had to do something. Well, I've been actually realizing, my bad. I realized I've been knew something was up, but I didn't know how to do it. So I just tried my best to stay as austere and silent as possible, just to focus. But the more I did that, it was like I kept upgrading to get closer back to where I was at, and this is where I'm at now. Me doing all of that for the past 2 years, this is where I'm at now. 2 years later, I'm back where I'm getting close to back where I was at, feeling that beautiful, blissful feeling, loving feeling, silent, just very austere, still. And it's getting there. But anyway, so I'm about to leave this apartment in a little bit. I'm going to head to Tennessee and go live in the ashram at Isha Institute. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go. And yeah, man, it's about that time where I just stop playing around, just stop BSing, and just dive straight into it. Like, it's about that time to focus completely on the spiritual path. Stop, sucking back into the material world to the point. What I mean by the material world, I mean like sucking in back to the point where, you get comfortable. So now you want to put, basically what I'm saying is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You can't do that. It's supposed to be 2 feet in or 2 feet out. If you put 1 foot in, 1 foot out, it's like, for example, I'm gonna use this, right? So there's people out there I know that I've been around growing up. Or let's just say there's people out here that's in the streets, right, where they're 1 foot in, like there's rappers, right? So they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. There's rappers that are 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot out, and 1 foot in the rap game. And then, for example, is this rapper named Lil Boosie. He said, you can't do that. If you're 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot in the rap game, you're gonna die. That's just the way the game works. So either you 2 feet in the rap game or 2 feet out. If you 2 feet out if you 2 feet in the rap game, you won't die. Or there's a better chance you won't die, right? So now I'm gonna take it back to spirituality, So if you're 2 feet into the spiritual path, spiritual process, you're gonna receive what you seek. For example, what I seek is liberation, enlightenment, samadhi. So I'm gonna receive what I seek. But if I'm 2 feet, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I'm gonna most likely fall back into the material world and get comfortable and get it and start to and I will slowly go I will slowly go right back down into darkness. Not even passion, I just say darkness. To the point where I'm lusting. Now it gets to the point where now I might say, let me have sex with this girl and that girl. It'll be all right. Let me do it. No, you can't. I can't move like that. Especially in spirituality. Or just in life in general. So yeah. So I'm just like, forget it. It's 2 feet in now. It's 2 feet in. I'm young. I'm 21. Like I should have been done this at 19, but I didn't know what to do. But like when you hit that certain level of just like a new worldly living, a new worldly energy within you, you don't know what to. I didn't know what to do with it. At least I just thought I should wander around the planet and just walk around and this and that, But I didn't do it because I got scared, and I'm not gonna get deep into it. But now I'm like, all right, I'm 21. I don't want to live this material world to the point where I'm working and then it's like, what's next? No, it's about that time where it's like, I quit so many jobs, Now it's like, now I'm going to permanently quit the 9 to 5 working and go live in the ashram and work as a volunteer, and whatever happens after that happens. Because I heard that they upgrade. If you want to, you can become a brahmachari and do this and do that. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying, I really don't care what I do. As long as I'm there and I'm learning. I emailed the people, I said, 21 years old, I broke down not the whole story, but I shortened it up to the point where I was like, I'm ready to live in the ashram. I'm 21 years old. I want to learn the ways of a yogi, a true yogi at that. I want to learn. I've been going off the internet. I've been going, I want to know in person. You even got to tell me. It's not even about them telling you. It's about you experiencing it. You know what I mean? And being in front of it. As you watch it, you will naturally follow those footsteps. You know what I mean? And being around the other yogis and the other enlightened beings. I'm sure it's a lot of enlightened beings at these ashrams, So some people just can't notice it. Only a few can, some can't. I don't know if I can or not, But yeah, it's about that time. He got 2 ashrams. He got one in India. He got 3. He got 2 in India. The main one is in Coimbatore or something like that. Coimbatore, I forgot how you say it. The other one is in Bangalore. I don't know how to say it. And then the other one is in Tennessee. So I was like, the easiest access, or the easy access when I can get to, the easiest access, the one that has that, how you say, the one I have access to, that's the easiest and the fastest, is Tennessee. I'm in Oklahoma City, it's down the street. Why not? Like, you know what I mean? I would prefer the one out there in India, but because it's the foundation, which is in Coimbatore or something like that, Coimbatore. I forgot how you say it, but I just say, right, I just be out here. You know, whatever happens, happens. I don't really care, honestly, man. I really don't. I just want to follow God. Let's just say that. Like, whatever God say, go, go. Whatever God say, do, you do it. You know, give it all to God, what they say. Give it all to Krishna. Give it all to Shiva, Rama. Give it to Sadhguru. Give it to all the other gurus. Just give it all. I see them as one. So I just give it all to them. I give it to the Almighty, and I'm getting reminded to work for God. I forgot about that, to work for God. Everything that you do, your duty is to work for God. I forgot all about that, you know. But yeah, I'm just I'm gonna head there. When is it? Thursday. Right now it's Saturday, the 27th. So I'm gonna take the Greyhound bus from Oklahoma City to Tennessee, Nashville, and then I'm gonna Uber to Isha Institute in Beekmanville, and then I'm gonna be there, pay them the money. Whatever happens, happens. You know. Yeah. So I'm gonna be a volunteer there, and yeah. So I just want to tell you guys this. I want to talk to you guys about the Bhagavad Gita as well. This is a serious book. You don't even have to. You don't have to. When I first read this book, right, I thought I got scared. You know, because you're gonna see some things where it might scare you, or maybe not. I don't know. But let's just say this. Let me just say this. You read this book, it's gonna open your eyes, and it's gonna connect you, and you don't have to become a Hindu or someone that praises Krishna, but just understand that the things they have in this book is an eye opener. It frees the mind. It puts the mind on lock. So what I mean when I say the mind on lock, it like straightens it out. You know, to the point where now you are in control of the mind. If you are receptive enough to the words that is speaking about. So yeah, this is all I wanted to say to you guys. Just tap into the book, Bhagavad Gita. Look up if you don't know if you don't know how to spell it, just look up Krishna books. Look up Hindu books, Krishna books, or whatever, and you will see. Or just look up Gita, Gita, Gita books. The cover is blue, look like this. So just tap into it. Read the whole book. It's only about 227 pages. You can read that in a day, I'm sure. Yeah, so yeah, I want to let you guys know. Y'all take care.